I'm Corbett Wall with DV Auction, here with a 3-minute cattle market update for Wednesday, July the 20th. Well, this hot summer just rolls on and nothing out of the ordinary happening. The futures are still volatile, a lot of pressure on the cash markets. Going to have another bumper corn crop. Live cattle futures, the August contract, we're still talking about that. Normally we would have moved on to the other, but still a lot of activity in the spot market there. Monday was up $1.52. Kind of responding off of last week's late week drop there. And then Tuesday was down 205, taking all that back and more, taking away what was a basis that was coming together pretty nicely. But now Tuesday's market ended up at 110.40. Feeder cattle in the August contract, Monday was up $1.60, Tuesday down $1.27 in spite of a sharply lower corn market, which should give a lot of support there, but that just goes to show you the board doesn't pay any attention to fundamentals these days. Tuesday's feeder cattle on the August ended up at 139.90. CME cash feeder cattle index is at 141.35. Cattle Market Central's real-time index is a whole lot closer to the spot market at 139.49. But corn was up a little bit on Monday, but then they had that report come in with good ratings on all your crops there. And corn down 14 3/4 on the new crop contract there, with December end of the day Tuesday at 348.5. Now your weighted average on your fed cattle sales last week had all these sales come in. We only knew of about 20 or 30,000 there as of Friday there, and then all of a sudden we've got 82,800 head. Those packers have to turn those sales in, but they've kind of learned when to turn those in, when to put them into their computer program so that it shows up on mandatory price reporting and won't show anything until the following week. But your weighted average sales for the week on a weighted average live steer was 117.01, down $3 and a penny. And your dress steer was at 187.17, down 363. We talked about that corn come out. USDA crop rating showed 76% of the corn crop good to excellent, and on the beans 71%. So, you know, I talked to a lot of guys in the corn belt there where I used to live, and in other areas of the corn belt, and everybody just said, you know, it's really hot, but we've had rains when we absolutely needed them, and everything looks absolutely outstanding. So barring some kind of a bad deal that comes in, a weather deal or something, we're going to have an outstanding corn crop and beans. Cash feeder cattle market, Oklahoma City had 5,200 head. Feeder steers steadied a buck higher, feeder heifers 2 to 3 higher. The market improved through the day, as they said, because the board was improving big on Monday there. But Tuesday, of course, it fell back off. Joplin had a real light run, 2,500 head, $1 to $4 lower. This heat is really making it tough to move cattle around at all. And if they just don't absolutely have to, just soon let these cattle stay in the ponds and under the trees. You get to wooling them around too much, you lose way too much weight, and it's too much stress on them. That heat stress can kill them faster than anything. You look at Cattle Market Central out of Sylvan Grove, Kansas. They're getting a few cattle off the Flint Hills grazing there. They had a load of steers, weighed 826 on Monday late there at 143.50. And that's 3 minutes. We'll talk to you on Friday.